It was a normal winter evening in the United States. People were finishing their work, flights were taking off, roads were busy, and life was moving as usual. Nobody imagined that within just one day, everything would come to a complete stop. Airports would shut down, thousands of flights would be cancelled, electricity would disappear, and millions of people would be trapped inside their homes. Temperatures would drop to dangerous levels, and an entire region of one of the most powerful countries in the world would freeze. The reason behind all this was something most people had never even heard of before, a terrifying weather phenomenon called a bomb cyclone. A few days before the disaster, weather scientists noticed something unusual in satellite images. A low-pressure system had formed over the Atlantic Ocean. At first, it looked like an ordinary winter storm, something that happens every year, but slowly the situation began to change. Cold Arctic air started moving south from the polar regions. At the same time, warm and moist air from the ocean was rising. When these two powerful air masses collided, it created an intense energy imbalance in the atmosphere. Meteorologists began watching this system closely. Their computers showed that the pressure inside the storm was dropping very fast. But even experts were surprised by how quickly it intensified. Within just 24 hours, the pressure dropped more than 24 millibars. In weather science, this rapid intensification is called bombogenesis. This is when a storm suddenly becomes extremely powerful. That is why such storms are called bomb cyclones, because it feels like the weather has exploded. The storm started moving rapidly toward the northeastern United States. Cities like New York, Boston, Philadelphia, and many coastal regions were directly in its path. Weather warnings were issued, but the speed of the storm left little time to prepare. As the storm approached, airlines began cancelling flights. At first, only a few hundred were cancelled, but as the forecasts became more serious, the numbers increased rapidly. Soon, thousands of flights were grounded. Airports that are usually full of activity became silent. Passengers were stranded. Families were separated. Some people slept on airport floors waiting for updates. Business meetings, holidays, and important events were suddenly cancelled. The transportation system of the country was collapsing. At the same time, local governments began closing roads and highways. Public transport stopped. Trains were cancelled. Schools and offices shut down. People rushed to supermarkets to buy food, water, and emergency supplies. Shelves became empty. Panic slowly spread among residents. Then the storm arrived. Strong winds hit first. Trees began shaking violently. The sound of the wind felt like a roaring engine. Soon, power lines began to fall. Electricity started disappearing area by area. Millions of homes lost power. Imagine being inside your house, with freezing temperatures outside, and suddenly your heating system stops. Inside the home, temperatures start dropping. For elderly people, children, and patients, this became life-threatening. Hospitals switched to emergency generators. Emergency services received thousands of calls. And then the snow began. At first it looked calm and beautiful, but within hours, it turned into a nightmare. Snow fell heavily and continuously. Visibility dropped to almost zero. People could not see even a few meters ahead. Cars stopped moving. Some drivers got trapped on highways. Emergency teams struggled to reach them. In many places, snow piled up to 2 or even 3 feet. Some areas recorded record-breaking snowfall. Doors were blocked. People were trapped inside their homes. Cities that are usually full of life became silent and frozen. But the storm was not finished yet. Suddenly, people heard something strange: thunder. But there was no rain. Lightning flashed across the sky while snowstorms continued. This rare phenomenon is called thundersnow. It happens only during extremely powerful winter storms. Many residents were shocked and frightened. Videos of lightning during snowfall quickly spread on social media. Experts confirmed that this was one of the strongest winter systems in recent years. Near the coast, the situation became even more dangerous. Strong winds pushed ocean water toward land. Waves crashed into roads, buildings, and coastal towns. Flooding damaged infrastructure. Some homes were destroyed. Winter storms are usually associated with snow, but this bomb cyclone showed that they can also cause flooding similar to hurricanes. Unfortunately, the human cost was also significant. Road accidents increased because of icy conditions. Some people died in crashes. Others suffered from hypothermia. Many were injured. Rescue teams worked day and night. Volunteers helped distribute food and blankets. Communities came together to support each other. In times of disaster, humanity shows its true strength. So why are bomb cyclones so powerful? The answer lies in temperature contrast. When extremely cold Arctic air meets warm ocean air, it creates instability. This instability releases huge amounts of energy. The storm feeds on this energy and grows rapidly. In some ways, this process is similar to hurricanes, but instead of warm tropical oceans, bomb cyclones depend on temperature differences in winter. This leads to a bigger and more important question: are such extreme weather events increasing? Many scientists believe yes. Climate change is warming the Arctic faster than the rest of the planet. This changes weather patterns and increases temperature differences. At the same time, oceans are becoming warmer, which adds more moisture and energy to storms. This combination can make extreme weather stronger and more frequent. Today, the world is already seeing more intense hurricanes, floods, heat waves, and winter storms. The bomb cyclone that hit the United States may be a warning. It shows how vulnerable even advanced countries can be. It also highlights the importance of early warning systems, strong infrastructure, and public awareness. The United States uses advanced technology like satellites, radar, and computer models to track storms. People receive alerts on their phones. Authorities prepare snowplows, emergency shelters, and rescue teams. Because of this preparation, many lives were saved. But as climate risks increase, even better systems will be needed in the future. In the end, this bomb cyclone was not just a weather event, it was a reminder of nature's power. In just one day, it stopped flights, shut down cities, and affected millions of lives. It showed how quickly normal life can change. It also showed the importance of unity, preparation, and resilience. The world is changing. Extreme weather is becoming a reality everywhere. Whether it is cyclones, floods, heat waves, or winter storms, the future will bring new challenges. The question is not whether such events will happen again. The real question is, are we ready? Because understanding our planet today will help us survive tomorrow.